Hello. Is it racist or inappropriate for me to wear a traditional Indian sari? What about a Native American headdress or a Japanese kimono? Those questions are at the center of the so-called cultural appropriation debate. The movement against it started as an attempt to stop disparaging depictions of other cultures. But now it has morphed into something far more ridiculous and dangerous. Here on the Shikha Dalmia show, we wanted to fight back. So I am joined by Shikha Dalmia. She's a senior analyst at the Reason Foundation, and she just helped me dress in this beautiful outfit, including some traditional ancestral jewelry that she has loaned me, so we can prove that we can all get along. Shikha, this garment is absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much.
And you look stunning in it, Kennedy. You really
I love the colors, and I feel inspired. I don't feel like I'm doing something wrong, but I'm sure there are many people who are up in arms that I'm culturally appropriating your Indian heritage.
And I say more power to you, Kennedy. And the reason is, the more you appropriate my culture, the more comfortable it gets for me in America to partake in my own culture. Imagine if everybody wore saris, how much easier would it be for me to go to the Reason office in a sari?
Yes, that's true.
You know, the problem with the whole movement of cultural appropriation is that it wants to keep different cultures siloed in their tiny little spaces rather than letting them get mainstreamed. Yeah. And not only is it bad for those cultures, but it's actually bad for progress, right?
Yes.
I mean, because if we didn't appropriate each other's cultures, really Western civilization wouldn't be where it is. The Arabs appropriated mathematics from Greek and India, and the whole Western, Enlightenment project actually appropriated from medieval Arab. And that's what gave us, our brilliant science, technology, all of that, because there was this cultural appropriation going on through the ages.
And it's sort of borrowing the best and these best practices.
That's right.
And they sort of compound and add on to one another, and that's how you come up with evolutionary and technological advancements. I'm talking about cultural evolution, but there have been so many ridiculous examples, like two women who had a food truck making tacos in Oregon, and they tried to shut them down because they were white women who were making a Mexican product.
Yeah, and the ridiculousness of that was that these women actually, went to very great lengths to really nail how to make a good tortilla, a perfect tortilla. They, learned from Mexican women. They spent time in Spanish kitchens, and they brought that whole knowledge to the streets of Portland. And what did the cultural warriors want to do? Shut them down.
Why would you want to do that? I mean, that's so ridiculous, but really, it's so authoritarian, forcing people into their own boxes and their own ghettos, and you only get to enjoy your thing. No one else can because we say. And there's something so awful and anti-freedom about that.
Right. I mean, and this whole notion of that, you have to keep each culture pure in its own original form. I have to say the right and the left in some ways feed off each other on this, right?
Yes.
I mean, you have the alt-right, which wants to keep white culture to whites. And then you have the cultural appropriation warriors who want to keep minority and ethnic culture within its little purist ghetto.
Yeah.
And, and they are sort of the yin and yang of each other, right?
Yeah, no, I want to wear big hoop earrings. And now I'm hearing that I'm culturally appropriating black culture. What's wrong with inspiration? I say nothing. I love, here, I'm going to stand up so you can see this beautiful garment that she put on, and Shikha painstakingly pleated it and wrapped it around my body. So thank you for that and sharing a piece of your culture, because I feel
thank you for appropriating my culture, Kennedy. That's, it'll make it just better for me.
Oh, you're awesome, Shikha. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. And I always love reading your stuff.
Thank you.